Doctor Who actor Ncuti Gatwa asserts white mediocrity gets celebrated while black people have, quote, to be absolutely flawless to get half of that, unquote. That's him on the left there in this picture, in case you don't know who that is. His comments came in an interview with Attitude while discussing his recent performance at the Oscars, a new relationship he had formed, and some personal growth he was going through. He yammers on for a bit before he gets to it, basically talking about, I'm not exceptional, I won't be loved, and everything, talking about that's how he was trained and everything. But then he made it racial. You don't have to be excellent or aspire to be to that term, black excellence. What the hell? There's so much white mediocrity that gets celebrated, and black people, we have to be absolutely flawless to get half of that anyway. So I'm slowly training myself out of that and being like, no shit, you deserve love just for existing. And it's taught me to be a lot more loving as well, in a weird way, he concluded. Not only did Gawa claim white mediocrity is celebrated while black people have to be flawless to achieve half of the celebration that he believes white mediocrity is, but he also claimed that microaggressions exist everywhere when asked about the last time he experienced racism or homophobia. And he goes on, he talks some more about it and stuff. I'll link this in the description box. You can read it for yourself. But the idea that white mediocrity is celebrated while black people have to work twice as hard to get half the credit and all that kind of stuff. We've heard this kind of crap before. Women will say it, black people will say it. Those are pretty much the main groups that'll say it. Maybe some, trans people and so on and so forth. But by and large, the idea is absolutely absurd. It's ridiculous. And the fact that anybody tries to take it at face value, it just even makes it even more frustrating because there's no evidence ever presented as to why this is true. Why is it that, all this white mediocrity is celebrated, but black people have to be flawless? They have to be perfect. I have to work twice as hard as you to get half the recognition. I have to do this. It's just more, I'm a victim, instead of looking in the mirror and being like, I didn't get this job because I wasn't good enough for it. Or I got passed over. It's just bad luck. It's, you got these people who want to blame everyone but themselves. They don't want to look at themselves in the mirror and say, you know what, I'm to blame from this. I need to take responsibility for my own actions. I didn't do what I was supposed to, or I didn't do it well enough, or it's unfair. It's bad luck. It's this or that. Everything's got to be racist to these types of people. Like, it's all got to be sexist. It's got to be homophobic. It's got to be this. It's got to be that. Everything except, anything to avoid personal responsibility. Anything to avoid putting the blame on yourself. It's ridiculous. I hate when people do this stuff. I hate it even more when they offer no evidence, which they never do. I've never had a single person offer any evidence as to this stuff being true. Never. If you ever seen it, show me. I'd love to see it. I would love to be proven wrong on this. Because I don't like to think that everyone is got this woke mind virus thing that makes them want to be victims. The idea of wanting to be a victim is so absurd to me. I don't understand how anybody wants to do it. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Like I said, I'll link this in the description box or so you can read it for yourself. Because like I said, it goes on for quite a while. I wouldn't advise reading it because it's full of the usual eye cancer bullshit that you would expect from him, talking about homophobia and racism, blah, 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 all that stuff. But anyway, thank you very much for watching and have